and get started. I don't see anyone on here, but I'm still going to do me. I am so excited that you guys are on here today. And one thing I like to say is today is a wonderful day. I have started doing a lot of things, and some things that I can't share right now because it's big, it's big, it's big, it's big, it's coming. However, I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you have done. I have been on YouTube since around uh, June, and I have about 173, 74 followers. But it is just so exciting just to be here, sharing my love, my passion for budgeting and all things finances. Just glad to have you here. So I would just like to say this. We're on a journey to control our spending. So I talked to you before about setting parameters and embracing where you are, and forgiving yourself and making plans and actions to go forth and be the person that you want to be financially, emotionally, and spiritually when it comes to these finances, and not letting these finances grab you and entangle you and have you wrapped up where you can't think, you can't breathe, you're just so frustrated and you just want to give up. Well, I'm here to tell you, do not give up. Do not, sorry about that. Do not give up. Do not give up on your future, your financial future, and those things that you desire will come. Just hang in there. Do not give up. Believe, 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 and continue to fight. But the most important of all these things is to confess that you have problems with spending. We all have done it. My name is Adrian, and I have problems with spending. And if I don't watch it every day, I will continue to have problems with spending. Or I will relapse. But if you know that this is your issue, that's why you're here, and we're going to get it together. We're going to get it together. We're working together as a group, as a tribe, and that is what it's all about. So I want to reflect on the last couple of weeks. We have 52 people that's on this journey with us. We're on this journey and we're trying to push forth to do the things that we desire to do. We're trying to push forth, press in, and we're on a $25 or $45 a week allowance. And that is what we're giving ourselves to what? So we can control our spending, to cultivate and master spending, having control of it. So when we control that $25 or $45 a week, that will allow us to have that resources to pay towards our what? Emergency fund. That emergency fund, even though we might have $10 today, we're going to add to it. Every little extra thing we have, we're going to add to it so that we can get that $1,000. And after we get that $1,000, then we're going to start tackling our debt. The first debt we'll tackle is the smallest debt. And we said our smallest debt was what? $200 on the credit card. And we're normally paying $10 a month, but we're going to change that to $50 a month. And we're going to pay it off in 4 months. We will have paid that off. And sometimes you'll pay it off even quicker if you add every little thing you had, every gift, every opportunity that you find to put $2, $5, anything you have on that bill. And after you pay off the $200 bill, you take that $10 and that $50, whatever you've maxed yourself up to be, and then you start paying that next bill. But while you're paying your bills, make sure you do the minimum on the rest of the bills. Okay, that's our recap. Minimum on the rest of the bill, but don't stop paying, don't late pay. Just keep forging on paying that minimum amount until you get where you need to be. So I'm excited to say this is week 5, week 5, week 5, and you have done it. You have mastered 4 weeks. They said 30 days is a habit. So we have a habit of watching and controlling our spending. And if you had, we call them peaks and flows. You're up and down. You're up and down. Some weeks you master it, some weeks you don't. But this is time for you to get your battle rhythm, and you stand firm and you say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Yes, you will do this. You will master this. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're mastering. We're mastering this game. And I tell you, it feels so good to share this, You know why it's good? Because 2.5 years ago, I did my debt free journey of 124K in 16 months, but I did it with $25 a week, but I did it alone. And you guys are not alone. We have a tribe. We have a group of people that's saying, hey, hang in there. That's okay. You can do it. Well, pick yourself up. Get back on track. You can do it. Stay away from those stores. Stay away from that. Why do I need this? Or do I need this? Do I need this? And what am I going to do with this? And do I have the resources? Do I have the money? Where is this coming from? Am I going to rob Peter to pay Paul? Take something from what I know to do, which is my bills, my lights, my water, my mortgage, or am I going to buy this thing that's going to be fleeting and last for a minute and it's going to go away? Poof, be gone. No, we're going to stick to the plan. We're going to stick to the $25. We're going to stick to the $45 that week, and we're going to control the urge to spend. Yes, and you talk to yourself. You talk to yourself. What is this? Do I need this? And what am I going to use this for? And where's the money coming from? Where is the money coming from? So these are the things that you have to do every day, all day, to get yourself in the form and fashion of molding yourself into the financial person that you want to be, to reach your goals. You set limits and boundaries on yourself to reach your goals. You want to be able to say, I paid that $200 off and I have about $75 or $80 in my emergency fund. I am so excited. Get excited about the little things, because it's the little things that's going to set you free, to take you to the place that you want to be. Stop looking at how much, the amount of debt, because that's too stressful. Don't do that. Wasaw and say, I have this one bill. That's all I'm focusing on, this one bill. Just this one thing. Because that's all your brain and your energy and your emotions can do. It's all you can do right now. So we're just going to focus on that. Focus on that. We're not focusing on the hundreds and thousands of dollars. No. We're focusing on this little bit of small debt. So you can show that you're a rock star, that you did it. That's what's important. You are a rock star and you did it. So even though you're in the midst of making it happen, I want you to go ahead and celebrate. Celebrate. Girl, you did it. Boy, you showed out. You paid that bill. Girl, you got it going on. Now, you know you paid that first bill. So if you paid that first bill, girl, go ahead right on ahead and knock that second bill out. You know, boy, you the man. You the man. You paid that bill off. Do it one time, bruh. You can do it again. Excite yourself. And the Bible says, speak those things that be not as though they are. So you want to pay those bills? You're going to pay those bills. You got to pay those bills. But now we're saying bill number one is paid in full, paid in full. So you're excited. Get excited about it. Look at yourself in the mirror. Run around. Do your praise dance. Do your shout dance. Do whatever you need to do. Good morning, Cheryl. I see you. I see you. I see you. Do what you have to do. Cheryl, call your tribe. Get them on the line. Get them on the line. We need some more folks. I am super excited to have you. So now that you have paid that bill, even if it's not in reality, you believe those things that are not as though they are. You believe that you can pay that bill. You believe that you will pay that first debt off. Run around the house, scream and shout, just as if you've done it. You've got to do it. You have got to do that, because you got to have faith. You got to have the energy. You have to have the tenacity to go forward. Go forward. Make it happen. Make it happen. Believe in yourself. Now that you've done it, you're laughing, you're shouting, you're happy, you're ecstatic. Now let me show you how to put the work in. Every time you think about spending some money that you're not supposed to spend, I want you to go back to your why. And what is your why? Why do I need to be out of debt? Come up with your why. What is your why? Because your why is the thing that's going to continue to motivate and excite you to continue on this journey. Your first why should be, I'm doing it for me, for my mind, my body, my soul, and my spirit, because physically and emotionally, this debt is too much. I'm itching, I'm scratching, I'm nervous, I'm tense, I'm snapping at people. I'm having diarrhea, I'm nauseated, I'm frustrated all the time. I'm just not happy. My body's aching. My mind, I can't rest for bills, bills, bills. No, that's the first thing for you, for you. The second thing is for your family and your legacy, your children, your grandchildren, because you will be the example. You will be the one to change and that rid that generational curse. Generational curse. That's the second thing for your family, for your legacy, for your children, for your generations upon generations. That's the second thing. And the third thing, because you want to be able to retire and live in peace. And you can't retire when you have an abundance, plethora, abundance, plenty, buku of debt. No, that's the third reason. We want to be able to retire, and you need to see yourself sitting on a beach, sipping a Mai Tai, being at the top of the mountain that you have climbed, sitting in front of the water, just watching the waves, whoosh, 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 with no care in the world, saying, "Excuse me, sir, can I have another martini? Excuse me, can I have another glass of milk?" Or whatever your flavor. But that's what you're doing. Those are the things that you meditate on. Those things that are pure and holy. That peaceful mindset that you will have while you're retired. You're sitting. Or you might be in the mountain just smelling the natural God-given air. Whatever you might have that RV retiring, just riding around, going from Stone Mountain to Grand Canyon to Niagara Falls. You just going. See yourself in that Winnebago, whatever that is, the caravan, even if you just have to get in your car. But get going. Imagine doing this, going by the camps and going to the campsite and lighting that fire, just relaxing, chilling, not looking at your phone, not looking at your internet, seeing if they're gonna call you in or needing you to work, because you're free. You're free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, you're free at last. You're retired, no bills. That's the behind you. The new you is sitting on the dock of the bay. You're just free. That's what you want, your freedom. If you want to get up early, you get up early. If you want to sleep late, you sleep late. If you don't even want to get up to do nothing, you can do that because you're retired and you are in charge of you. You are no longer to slave to the debt and slave to the boss and slave to the work. You're going to take those baggages and lay them aside because you're debt free. You're retired. Now you see how I've created this because I need you to get your mantra. Now, we talked about those physical things, right? We've talked about your why. What is it? Is it the retirement? Is it the children? Is it you for general peace? And the fourth thing is when you are able to be debt free, you can give and give and give and give and give. You can open a nonprofit. You can open that 501c3. You want to be able to give of your time, your talents, and your resources. But you can't do that because you all wrapped up and entangled with bills and debt. Free yourself. So you can do these things, to travel, to give to people. You might want to do mission work. I did 14 days in Kenya. And I just was so excited that I was able to do that. And I was working. But guess what? I put the money aside. And when I came back, my church had the money that I gave and spent out. The church had it all back for me. Because it was medical missions. And we was out there doctoring and nursing on folks. And having a good time in Kenya. What a beautiful, beautiful land. I even saw Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, who would have thought, little girl from the projects, 2003 2nd Avenue, my grandmama's house, that I was able to see Mount Kilimanjaro? Come on now. Little old me. If I can do it, you can do it. Think about the places and the things that you want to do. You want to be able to give back. You don't even have enough time to take time off because you need overtime and extra time and all of this to just make paycheck to paycheck. but I'm trying to get you to see what your retirement is going to look like. Don't you want to do a safari in another country? Don't you want to do some mission work somewhere? It's enough mission work here. Now, you don't even have to go out of town to do that, out of the country. But what I'm saying is, whatever your thing is, you can be in town and so physically and financially strapped and mentally and emotionally that you can't even do that. You know what I used to do when I was in Augusta? James Brown had the turkey thing giveaway and the kids' toys. So Thanksgiving, we used to do the giveaway. And I would go early in that morning. I think it was like 8 to 1 or 2. And that would sacrifice it. I would pack up or serve, whatever they told me to do. And you know that was best feeling because you know my family, they was late. We didn't eat till 5 or 6 o'clock. So I had time to give them my time, my talents, and my resources. And that was so much fun. And you know, you just gotta find things to do. One time, a group of us went downtown Atlanta, and we had an assembly line at home at my house. We had turkey, we had ham, and we had cheese, and we made the sandwiches. We had the little Capri Sun juices, and we had potato chips. And we put that in there, and we went, and I think we gave out like 100. It was so much fun, so much fun. And we did it out of our own pocket. We didn't spend a whole lot of money, but it just was rewarding. It was rewarding. So things like that, you want to be free, peace, peace of mind, body, soul, and spirit. These are the things you're looking for. So let's talk about how you're going to make that happen. How are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? You're going to continue to talk to yourself about spending, about not spending, why you're spending, what is going on when you get in this spending frenzy. Because first of all, you stop spending for you. You stop spending for your family and your legacy. You stop spending because you want to retire. And you stop spending. Fourth reason, what did we say? We said so you can be free to travel and do whatever you want to do and be able to what? Give back. To be a giver. Okay? A lender, not a borrower. Give people money. Bless people. Well, you don't even have to need it back. That is the fourth thing. That you're a giver. Giving. You're free to just give. You're free to give. That is so important. That's the fourth thing. If you can master the peace for yourself, the tranquility for your family, your household, you can reap your children happy, your husband, your wife, your significant other. Your dog is even happy because he's tired of you being grumpy, frumpy. You ain't loved on him. You ain't touched the dog and let him jump in your lap. The cat is, because you just being so mean, the cat being mean. Let the cat come and lay across you. You know how y'all do with the animals. You know, I'm not an animal person. I'm just trying to be there for everything and everybody. Let the animal lay on you, crawl on you, the lint, the dust. You know how you do. It doesn't matter. Just love on your animals. But at the end of the day, you've got to get back to that person that you want to be, that's loving and kind and financially wise. And even if you haven't figured everything out, figure one thing out. I'm going to stop doggone spending. Isn't that what we're going to do? Cheryl, we're going to stop spending. Stop spending, right, Cheryl? We're going to stop spending. That's the first thing. Give me a thumbs up, high five, something, Cheryl. We're going to stop spending. If nothing else, we're going to stop spending. And we're going to be example for our children, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, our grandchildren, great-grandchildren. You will be, grandmama not going and spending money. Grandmama not going gambling. What? Grandmama not going to bingo. Grandmother is at home cooking. Grandmama is not dragging us all over town and going to Burger King and McDonald's picking up food because grandmama is cooking. Grandmama is going to the grocery store buying groceries. We're sitting together as a family. We're looking at each other. We're turning off the social media and we're having a conversation. And we're meeting one day a week and we're talking about these finances and we're saying, this is all the money we have. How are we going to make it work? If it's beans and potatoes, that's what you eat. If it's rice and peas, that's what you eat. And y'all can laugh if you want to, but I'm eating my rice and peas. Yes, Cheryl. Yes, Cheryl. I eat my rice and peas. Now, I'm going to share something. I'm going to just fillet open. I have two of the wonderful nurses from my, we all are VA nurses and we're all for the Veterans Day. And shout out to all our veterans. Shout out to the veterans. Shout out to the veterans for your service. your sacrifice and your dedication and your love. And we just speak healing and blessings to your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. This is just one day that we give you on paper, but every day is Veterans Day because we were safe and sound because you were out there fighting among them, risking your life and your limbs for us, for this United States of America. Thank you for your service, ma'am, sir. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Now, we talked about my friends being here. And they came in from Atlanta and they knew that I was on my financial journey of debt free. No, I'm not debt free, excuse me. On my financial journey to be with you guys doing the 25 and 45, knowing that I don't need to do it. But once I set my mind up, I've been consistent with it. They know I'm on my intermittent fasting. They have been so understanding. I eat my food and then I go, and wherever they want to go, I go with them. I let them do whatever they want to do. I don't care because they're here to have fun. I eat my little food. I stay on my thing. I do my little exercise. I just do what I have to do, and I'm staying on course because when you commit, I'm committing to all of you, and I can't waver. I can't waver. If I say 25, 45 a week, I have to do it. I have to stay on that. And I budgeted for that. I didn't budget for anything else, okay? And so I'm saying to you, I was tested this week. They got here on a Thursday. The day is Saturday. But I have been maintaining what I said that I would do because that was the plan even before they even came. But they understood, and we're having a fabulous time. Fabulous time. Today we're going to boat ride or something. But let me say this. The blessing of having friends is they understand. And I had no problem with not getting on the boat because the boat will exceed what my resources were for this week. And I said, I'll drop you guys off and let you here for the boat, and then I'll just hang out over here until you get back. It's not a problem. I'm still writing my book. I got other things to do. When I'm saying, I'll pay for you, it's like, you don't have to pay for me because I don't have to go. This is not something I have to do. She said, no, we want you to be a part of what we're doing. So she paid for it. I didn't have a problem. I wouldn't have been upset because I done been on boats and boats and boats in my lifetime, But I was able to stay on task. So that was a blessing to let you guys know that when in diverse temptations, you still have to do what is right. Do what is right. And you can't let outside influences affect you. Those environmental factors, those voices. If you stick with a plan, you have a plan, you've got to learn how to flee or just flat out say no and be good with it. And don't be mad because somebody else is spending money. You don't have no money to be spending because I sound like DC Curry, because you need to pay them bills, because you need to pay them bills. Okay, wilding out, send me something. I'm coming. Because you need to pay them bills, okay? And you need to have an emergency account. And you need to be able to start paying your bills daily, debt by debt, precept by precept. But we're going to do it. And we're having fun in the meantime. And you need to pay them bills. All right. And next of all, since I say first of all the time, next of all, I'm going to coin something. Next of all, so grammatically incorrect, but this is me. Next of all, you need to get control of that spending. Spending. Get control of it. That's what we do. We get control of it. The use of self-control is like brakes on the train. It is useful when you find yourself going in the what? Wrong direction. So let's do this. Let's talk about how we did last week. Okay, Cheryl, what you got? Put something in the chat. Work the plan, plan to work. Yes, I like that, Cheryl. Cheryl says, work the plan and plan to work. I don't know about you, Cheryl, but that speaks volumes to me. Work the plan. Let's break it down. Work the plan. But Cheryl, in order for you to work the plan, you have to have a plan. Isn't that right, Cheryl? You have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. That means something written down. You guys do not like to read and write and put things on paper. You've got to put things on paper because write the vision, make it plain. And though it tarries, meaning it might take a minute, but it will come. Write the vision. So now, in order for us to work the plan, we got to see the plan. Okay? This is my plan. This is my money right here. This is what I spent. All right? And my plan, I made it confession. $45 a week. That is my plan. Okay? That's the plan. Nothing else but my $45 a week. All right. So Cheryl says, work the plan. So now we wrote the plan down. We've confessed the plan. Let's do that. Let's confess the plan. I will not spend more than $45 per week from Sunday to Saturday. That is my 7-day window of spending. Okay. Now we've written it out. We've said it. And then what parameters do we have in place so we will stick to that plan? Whenever we get in diverse temptation, diverse meaning many temptations coming from here and there, the people are talking, the television is talking to you, your children is talking to you, your girlfriends, oh girl, come on, you got money, go ahead, you can just spend it. No, you are on a financial journey to have yourself cleansed and whole of all this spending. And you're saying to yourself, girlfriend, I'll meet you to eat, but I'm going to go ahead and eat, and I'll just be there for conversation. I might get me a side salad. I might get me a dessert, but it's going to be within my parameters. You still fellowship and you still doing. But if you are tempted, stay home, boo-boo. Lock yourself up. Stay home. Now, your second thing you do is you say out loud, do I need this? Is this practical? Do I need this? What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? How is it going to use? Is this a one-hit wonder? I'm just going to do it one time, and next time I look, I'm not even interested in that, because we're impulsive. Glittery, shinery things, anything, our emotions. Is this an emotional buy? Am I being impulsive? And then the third thing you're going to say is, where's the money coming from? Do you have the money? Do you have the money? Where is it? And that's right, Cheryl. Lock yourself down. Lock yourself down. I'm in the room with the door closed because, I have visitors, and, some of them still sleep, some of them doing whatever. So I don't want to, so I have the door closed. I'm in lockdown. That's what you do. You put yourself in lockdown. That means you don't go anywhere. You stay at home. You stay off the computer. You stay off of those sites to spend money. And you put yourself in lockdown, timeout. Okay? Do whatever you have to do. That's a great thing. Cheryl and I teaching y'all today. Nobody else showed up, Cheryl, but me and you. But we got it. Cheryl is my boo today. Cheryl and I, we doing this thing. So now that you're on lockdown, you can't spend no money. That is something too. All right. So you've written it down. You've said it out loud. You've got your 3 to 4 parameters of what you're gonna do when you fall in diverse temptations. When that danger comes, when you start sweating, you get nervous, your stomach get agitated because you want to spend. You get excited. No, that's emotional. What you need to do is go look at them bills and say, that IRS bill need to be paid. Citibank need to be paid. My car note is almost behind. We need enough money for groceries. I can't do this. I got to pay my light bill. My kid's going to need some shoes in a month or so. You have to plan ahead, and don't let the money handle you. You handle the money. You in control. What Janet Jackson? When I was 17, I did what people told me. But now, control, yes. What I'm gonna do, control, yes. Now I'm all grown up, woo, yeah. Are you in control? Are you in control? Are you in control of you? The whole you. What you gonna do, as DC Curry say, you gonna do. What are you gonna do? Stop spending. Stop spending. Y'all remember that from my TikTok video? Stop spending. I'm telling you, I am 2.5 years into this and I don't have a care in the world. This is the best feeling of not having debt. This is the best thing. Cheryl say, snap yourself back into reality. That's right. Cheryl is my co-host today. Cheryl says, snap yourself back into reality. Oh. Girl, do you need to be slapped? What we need to do, Cheryl? Throw some cold water on you. Get back to reality. Yes, Cheryl is doing this thing. Cheryl is coming to me all the way live from ATL. And she might be in Savannah. I don't know. But either ATL or Savannah. Yes. Cheryl is with me. Cheryl say, snap yourself back to reality. Yeah, sometimes we do. We have to go. You remember the cartoons? Stop yourself into reality. Get back to it. Girl, what you doing? Man, bruh, come on now, bruh. You said you was on the spending allowance. You up in here at the game, up here at Applebee's, buying all them wings. You done had about 5 beers. You done shot your whole budget watching the game. You know, I had a friend, a really good friend of mine. He and I was talking about spending, and he said, Adrian, I'm about sick of you in these videos. And I was like, what? He said, you messing up my football life. So he likes his high class beer. He said, I had to go to the middle grade. He said, I just, when I go to the, go watch the football game, I need to do what I need to do and have my beer and stuff. And so he said that I impacted him so much that he has gotten he's still having fun. Now, don't get me wrong, but he has it under control. He knows how much he can spend and everything. But I just thought that was so cool for a guy to share that with me. That was major cool. Because, y'all women, y'all call me all the time telling me what's going on with y'all. But the guy, he called me, he said, girl, you messing me up. All I hear is, you're on a budget, you're on a budget. All I hear is, and think about what you're saying about this spending. So I am so grateful to you out there in my Texian, out there doing your thing. But yeah, continue to watch the game. Go out, go to the bars and have a good time. But just remember you're on a budget. That means during the week you probably can't do too much, so you can go and spend your $50, for that day. But remember when I was on the $25 budget, every Friday, I spent my $25 at the Mexican restaurant La Parrilla. I had my shrimp fajitas and my drinky drink, and I tipped my waitress, and that was it. And I was in heaven. And that was exciting for me because that's what I wanted to spend my money on. So get back to snapping back to reality. I love it. Cheryl is on the money today. Cheryl said, I don't know what y'all doing. So let's go back to Cheryl's mantra when she said, work the plan. So we did all that. We wrote it down. We said it out loud. We have our 3 parameters. And then Cheryl said, put yourself on lockdown. So you do the 3 things that I said to do, right? And now I'm gonna add, Cheryl, don't try to say that I stole your stuff, because I'm taking it. You on my live, so this is a part of my. So I'm gonna tell people, do the 3 things, say it out loud, and if all those things fail, put yourself on lockdown, hide, run from the people, lock yourself in the house, hide your keys, do whatever you need to do, but don't spend. Do not spend. Do not spend. That's what. Do not spend. All right, so where are we now? I'm going to tell you what I've spent so far. Now, Cheryl, were you able to stick to your budget this week? Were you able to stick to your budget? I am thoroughly enjoying this. Cheryl, you are making my day. Were you able to stick to your budget? And if you weren't, that's okay. This is a no judgment-free zone. So how did you do? Was it 25? Was it 45? Or was it way over the top? Last week we had 2 people on, and they mentioned that they were able to pay. 2 people paid off 1 bill. One lady, Addie, I believe, she saved $500 and paid off the bill. Rebecca lived within her budget for that week, and she was able to pay off a bill. So that was really exciting. Yes, and a couple of other people were saying that they stayed within their bounds. Now remember, this is week 5, so you have mastered the 30 days. All right, we didn't get a response back from Cheryl, so I will go on and give you where I am. Now remember, recap, my 2 good girlfriends, my 2 good nurse friends from Atlanta are here with me. So I did not spend anything when they came Thursday. So they came on Thursday, and the first thing I did was brought them back to the house. They put these things down, and okay, wait a minute. Pause on me. Let's get back. I don't know football, but I'm gonna say flag on the field. That means we gotta stop. I think that's what it means. Okay, Cheryl, go. How did you? What happened? Just something quick. What happened? What happened? How did you get off it? Cheryl, did you let them grandkids sucker you into buying something? Cheryl, I guarantee you probably was them grandkids. She loves her grandkids. Loves her grandkids. What did they finagle out of you? What did they get, Cheryl? If it wasn't the grandkids, what did you do? What did you do, Cheryl? So, you know how Jill talked a couple of weeks ago about her grandkids. She can't even take them to Walmart because she'll spend up everything on them grandkids. Okay, Cheryl said, I ate a little more than I needed to. I went out to eat. Oh, okay. That's usually, out to eat is usually probably number 1 of where people get out of the spending. Okay. So Cheryl can acknowledge that she went out to eat a little bit more, and that took her over her budget. Okay. Cheryl realizes this is Saturday. Cheryl knows she got to be on lockdown, so she won't spend no more money. So she'll be where she is. And come tomorrow morning, 12:01 is the next day, and we go from there. And you have a new set of 25 or 45. I don't know what your budget is, but for your spending allowance, but that's okay. And so, I love to tell y'all, Shakespeare say, to thine own self be true. Cheryl is being honest. She's been honest and saying, look, I just went out to eat a little extra. I probably shouldn't have, but I did, and I'm over. So, look. But if you did not have us to work with you, you probably would have ate out 10 times more than you would have if you wasn't focused on trying to stay within your $25 or your $45. So that is a good job. Way to go. Don't beat yourself up. You just know what to do. So now, Cheryl, you got to implement. What am I doing? Do I need this? What am I going to use this for? Do I have the resources? And after you do all those 3 and you still Jones in the buy, get in the house, lock yourself up, lock down, lock the doors, throw away the keys, don't get in the car, get away from the computer, do whatever you need to do, but stay away. And if you want to eat out, just go in there and whoop you up something real quick and sit down and be done. That's what you do. Sit down and be done. Now, Cheryl, you were honest. Let me be honest with you. My girlfriends are here. Before they came, because I'm doing my intermittent fasting, I did me a 15 bean soup. And I always, after I do my soup, I put them in mason jars in the 16 or 32, whatever the ounce is. And then I put them in the refrigerator. And so I do barley and I do quinoa. And so what I do is I warm up my 15 bean soup, and I make sure it's more like a stew because it's really thick, And then I put my barley in some days, and some days I do my quinoa, and that is my meal. And then I chop it up real good, and then I love fresh onions. I put fresh onions and fresh garlic on top. Sometimes I have a fresh those little cherry tomatoes. I put those little on the side, or sometimes I have my beets. Oh my God, I forgot I have my beets in there, and I have my beets to the side. And I know, Cheryl said $25, and I know that might sound like, ugh, but I'm satisfied, and I love barley. So I have my protein. I'm getting a little carb because you get some carbs from all of that as well, and I'm doing good. I do my gallon of water, and I'm good. So before we go somewhere, I put my water in the car. I try to drink as much water before I leave. Then I put some water in the car. If we go somewhere, if they go to a restaurant, I make sure I get me a cup of water to come out. I make sure I get that gallon of water because they're here. I'm not stopping what I'm doing. And you have to be so in control of your health and your financial future that no matter what is going on, you stick to what you got to stick to. Those outside influences is not going to shake you. And then if we're going somewhere to eat, I'll go ahead and eat a little of that after my window. Now, I normally eat at 12, but a couple of days, I think yesterday I ate like at 11:15, only because they wanted to go for breakfast and I knew I wasn't going to eat in the breakfast. So I went on and ate, had myself, and then I put a few little snacks in there. And then we were gone like all day. But I was prepared and they had a wonderful breakfast. They enjoyed their breakfast. I actually went in the car and a the video for last week. I did a week 4 video and I did it in the car and it was I maximizing my time. They were happy and then I went inside and we were together and we talked a little bit. But what I'm saying to you is I plan my meals like that, right? I knew they were coming and I didn't get tempted. Then later that evening, we went and we ate at a restaurant and I was able to get a nice full salad and enjoy my meal with them and had my salad and laughed and everything and had my water. Not partaking in it, in the alcohol because alcohol goes against my detox and my cleanse and eating right. And but what I did was I did get a piece of candy, and this is that is you can't get this anywhere. It is a Twizzler dipped in dark chocolate. It was 99 cents, and so that was my okay. So that was 6 days of the fifth day, yeah, the sixth day of the week. And I hadn't had anything bad, so that was and if I wouldn't have been with them, I wouldn't have had it. But I said, oh, that's all. I've been eating my beans and my quinoa and my barley and just been fine. Plenty of water, taking my vitamins, but staying on course. That's what I'm saying. I am not here to be a scam artist, to lie to you or deceive you. I do not have to do this. This is not in my warehouse. I'm doing this out of love and admiration because I believe in what you can do. So I cannot get off course. If I'm going to lead by example, I'm going to lead. Okay? But I keep reminding y'all that I don't have to do this, not because of bragging, but to let you know the love that I have for you. To show you that that set of discipline has to be there. Okay? No matter how much money you have or how little you have to have that discipline. Okay? But yeah, sure, I've been eating my beans and I've been loving. And so in my beans, I have fresh garlic and when I made them, sauteed onions. And I don't use any stocks because it's all like sodium and chicken, and I don't eat all of that stuff. And onions and garlic and saute it down really, really, really good and just cook those. And I soaked those beans for 2 days and got them really soft and got all that gassy stuff. I hadn't had no gas problem and just kept rinsing them, and then I cooked them. But that's a whole nother story. And when I tell you I love beans and rice, my sisters, my best friends, gotta be Mexican somewhere because that's what I love. Homage to you. I love it. And don't give me some black beans. Oh, I can eat black beans all day, every day. I even learned to make me a black bean patty. I think it was early in the week before they came. That's what I did. But anyway, so I'm giving you options to not, when you at a crossroad, when you got to make a decision, you got to think clearly. So I had my almonds in my bag. So we left here like 11:15, and around about 3 o'clock, I started feeling myself, and I had drank all the water that I had. The rest was in the car, because I chug-a-lug a lot before we got out. And so I just munched on a few of my natural almonds, and they has a little bit of sea salt. And I did that for maybe 30 minutes, just a little bit. What you do when you're intermittent fasting is don't get nauseated. Whatever you do. Who's the second person in the chat? Shout out. Who are you? Let me know who you are. Make sure you have a beautiful and kind soul, and we love you for that, and thank you for that is too. Yes, Cheryl, I love y'all too, but I can be a whippersnapper too. I got the nice side, and I'm that Cancer, that borderline Gemini. Them Geminis. But anyway, I love you too, Cheryl. I love you. Mwah. And so what I'm saying is, you see, I'm doing what I need to do to shift. I don't want them uncomfortable. They're still eating whatever they want to eat. They're still doing whatever they want to do. And I support that because they're on vacation. They're supposed to do whatever they want to do. But I'm just not on vacation. I'm still in my house. I'm still on the plans and the goals that I set. In a couple of weeks, I will be on vacation, but I've set aside so much money that I'm gonna spend each day because I'm gonna be gone for a while. And if you don't set those parameters, you'll be back here talking about, oh, let me go in my high yield savings and give me some more money. No, you plan in advance. And so those are the things that I share with you, not to brag, but let you know that I'm doing the same things that I'm asking you guys to do. I'm doing it. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. So who's the other person? We got two people. Who are you? Show yourself. Hey, show yourself. But anyway, Cheryl, they don't want to show themselves. We're going to go ahead on because Cheryl is my co-host for the day. Cheryl is my co-host for the day, and Cheryl is rocking. All right, Cheryl, so we got back to the three things that we're supposed to do. We're supposed to say it out loud. And if we can't do that, Cheryl say, put yourself on lockdown. Put yourself in timeout. Get away. And then after all is done, and if you still, as we call, blow it for the day, pick yourself up. But you can't keep blowing it for the rest of the week. Okay, I messed up, I screwed up. You got 4 more days. You can't eat out. You can't do whatever else because you have no more money. And that's the reality. I really don't like the swiping of credit cards because it gives us a false reality that we really have money there. That's what that debit card is for. Now, I use my credit card every day, all day, because I've mastered that. I've always been good with my credit cards. I always paid in full at the end of the month. But that swiping the card makes you think, unless you're going to go home or get in the car. Sometimes if I make a purchase, I just get in the car and I go Amex real quick and transfer the money over from Wells Fargo and put the money there. But you have a false sense of what you have. If you use the cash, C-A-S-H, cash system, the envelope system, when you have that $25 or that $45, and when it's gone, it's like, my envelope is empty. No more money. That is more of a reality than swiping, because you really think you have money. It's other people's money. It's not your money, unless you have the card where you went and you front loaded money. Okay, but still, you're supposed to spend 25 or 45. It's about discipline. All right. So we talked about Cheryl is 47. Let me give you a quick recap because I'm learning that I need to really do my videos on Sunday so I can be honest with you guys and tell you what I did those last 2 days, because I think I was doing videos like on Thursdays, and some people are like, oh, well, what is she doing those other 2 days? Did she do right? So let me assure you that I'm going to start recording my videos because today, if you, Cheryl, you are an example of things can be, yes, they can be done. So let me tell you real quick what I did. When they came off the plane, I brought them here. They put the stuff down. They washed out a minute, went to the restroom, and then I took them to BJ's. BJ's is one of the favorite restaurants. It's kind of like a Bennigan's, a Old Charlie's, over and a Applebee's maybe mix, but a little better because it's got it's a brewery, so it's got 150 different kinds of beers and things, and it's just a good environment. You can sit at the bar, you can be down like in a family area. It's a great place. So I took them to BJ's, and I had a Caesar salad, and I asked for a side salad because I know I don't eat a whole bunch in a setting. And he said that would be like $6.25. And then after I got the salad, then, this is how you do it. Then I said, oh, sir, you wouldn't happen to have any type of onions? And he said, yeah. He said, you want the white or the red? I said, some red. So then he's already charged me for the salad, so he's not going to charge me. So I got my red onions. Oh my God, it was delish. And they put just a little bit of the dressing, and I just drizzled just a little bit because I don't like wet salad. And I enjoyed it. I cut it up real good, and they had what they had. I had what I had. We laughed, we talked. We stayed in that restaurant probably about 2 hours, and we did what we did. And then they went shopping, and I let them shop, and they shopped, and they had fun, and that was it. So I spent a total of $8.25. Then we went downtown yesterday, and I spent 99 cents on my dark chocolate covered Twizzler. Oh, it was so good. And I went there 2 years ago when I came, and it's still 99 cents. I said, y'all haven't gone up. He said, man, we try not to go up. It's a very independent. It's Rocky Mountain. Let me give them a shout out. It's in downtown Sacramento, which is called Old Sac. It wasn't downtown. It's called Old Sac. Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Yes. 1039 2nd Street, Sacramento, California. Those people are lovely. It is so nice. So nice. And then yesterday we were downtown. We enjoyed downtown. I keep saying downtown, but it's called Old Sac, So that's where we were, and we were all over taking so many pictures. I can't wait to do a video. And then we went, and I had it's called a Real Harvest, because we were at Real City, and it had all kinds of things in it. Oh, it was delish. And a raspberry vinaigrette, and I just took a little bit and drizzled. Oh, I was in heaven. And it was considered like a side salad, and it was $12. So my total was $18.05 for that. And then when they came, we went to the Dollar Tree because, get some little snacks or whatever. And I spent $5 at the Dollar Tree. And so that gave me a total of $32.29 so far that I've spent. And that means that let me see. Uh-oh. Hang with me. 1, 7, 3. $13.71, I believe that I have left. Yeah. $13.71. So that'll give me probably a salad wherever we go today. And that's it. That's all I have. I can't spend a dime more. That's it. That's all I have, $13.71. But that's fine because I'll eat before we leave. Take my last little bit of almonds that I have, and that's it. And then next week starts another week. But I just have to stick to what I said I was gonna do. And I've enjoyed it. See, I've been with my friends. They went shopping. We had so much fun. I met a nice lady named Miss Yvonne and her friend Miss Brown. We had a ball, and I was talking to them about financial empowerment. They said, oh my God, we can't believe it. We just talked about we need to do this. And we were on the back aisle of Ross by the rug section. And we had a whole testimonial. We laughed, we cut up. And these ladies are probably 10 years older than me, but we had a good time. So Miss Brown and Miss Yvonne, I'm going to give you a shout out. And they even gave us some ideas of places to go for breakfast for my friends now that they're here. So these are the things that I do. I talk about finances 24/7 because that's what I like. Don't get mad at me. This is me. This is my whole being. I love to empower people. I want to tell you, it's a secret. There's an opportunity for me in Atlanta to be able to share my financial journey, like to a lot of people on a mainstream something. I will find out in a few weeks, and I will let you know because I want you all to tune in. But it's like this. I just found out. This is why you have to look at your social media stuff. I'm not a social media person. I just do this and I get off. But they have a messenger, and I sent the lady. I was like, this is what I've done. I would love to share this with your audience. And her people, she gave me her, I guess, the producers of the show, their information. And she told me, I know you're going to be in Atlanta this time. If we're going to see if that can work. If not, can you do it? Da, da, da. And so I'm like, woo, y'all. Miss Ella granddaughter from 2nd Avenue might be on the TV. Woo-hoo! I'm so excited. But, it's not about being on TV. It's the audience that we'll be able to influence. That's what. Given that testimony of that 16-month journey into 2.5 years, the things that we've been able to accomplish, that is what it's about. So impacting people on a larger scale. But if it's God's will, it'll happen. If not, we're still doing what we're doing now, YouTube. I love you guys. So that's what I did. $32.29 so far, and then I have $13.71 that I can spend today. So I have to make sure that I stay within those parameters. And it's all good. My friends are here, and y'all just don't know. Just having we clown and talk. Now, they butts fell asleep last night, and I went and got on the couch and ended up falling asleep. Okay, let me go on and be honest with you. You see what I got on? You know it's 7 o'clock here. I fell asleep on the couch. This is what I had on yesterday. All I did was wash my face, brush my teeth, and put this on. I don't care because I'm who I am. I fell asleep on the couch. They went into their rooms to take their showers, and I thought it was coming back for us to talk. So I was in the loft waiting on them to talk. So yeah, I'm not that stinky. But anyway, this was yesterday's outfit. But I was determined I was gonna get on this call because it was I got up about 6:40. And I was like, oh, let me get this. And so I'm in my other room. Yeah, one of my guest rooms. And I was like, let me go in there because they're in my bedroom and my other guest room. So I'm like, let me just go in somewhere that I can be quiet and they can do whatever they want to do. So yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for doing this. We're at week 5, going into week 6. You're getting good because guess what? You're getting closer to the holidays. Temptation. You better figure out what you're going to do for Gobble Gobble Turkey Day. You better figure out what you're going to do for Christmas because we're doing this thing all the way into the new year because you will not, on my watch, you will not end the year in debt and start the year in debt. That is not happening. And when I say debt, new debt. We're not spending like that. Everybody needs to get on board. And who are you trying to impress? You know you don't have no money, so don't be going and charging all that stuff and saying, oh, this your present. Just tell them, I'm sorry. I got a financial advisor, and her name is Adriana, and she is crazy. She is my budget coach, and my budget coach said, I can't spend. I don't have it. I'm tapped out. I am tapped to the tapped out. No money. Finito. Nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Woo! Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you don't have it to spend, you can't spend. Come on, you guys. I love you. Figure out a plan. How you going to keep going for these holidays? I don't want to hear nothing about I need to take a break because all you're doing is starting those same bad habits over and over. Get off of that train. The wheels of a train go round and round, and you just going round and round doing the same thing. Insanity. Get it together, girl. Get it together. Shake yourself. Stop that spending. Janet Jackson say, control. Now I'm all grown up. Woo, yeah. Woo. Get under control. Love you. Have a great week. And you got one more day. Don't blow it. Cheryl, don't you go out to eat no more. You stay in the house. Lockdown. Love you guys. And everyone say hello to Cheryl, my new co-host. Cheryl in the house. Cheryl rocked it. We had the best time. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye, Cheryl. Bye, everyone. And when you see this, I just want y'all to put something in the chat for Cheryl. And Cheryl kept me going because I was going to talk to this wall by myself because I was doing it. Cheryl popped up and she just gave me that extra energy. Go ahead on, Cheryl. I love you so much. Yes. We are going to continue to do this. You guys have a wonderful day.